Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now, in this video, I'm going to discuss how the new trailer for Scream 6 may have just revealed that it will indeed end on a cliffhanger. Now, I've been discussing for months now how the original ending for the movie would have had Sidney Prescott taking a phone call from Ghostface at the very end after everything seemingly had been brought to a close, only to find out that there was still another Ghostface or mastermind that was not yet revealed. Well, Sidney may not be in Scream 6, but based on this trailer, there is a strong possibility they kept the cliffhanger idea alive. Let's go! So there are 4 key images from the new trailer that really point to Scream 6 having a cliffhanger ending. Now let's begin by establishing a couple of things in the first 2 images. So I'm going to show you these before the final 2 shots, then it will all come together. All right, now first up, this image actually is not from the trailer. It's from the exclusive First Look article that came out about a week ago now. And we have this image of Sam and Tara. Now, I want you to pay special attention to the jacket Sam is wearing, and more specific, the orange lining of the jacket. Here is an even closer look at it. There you can really see it up close. So that orange lining is going to be important in just a couple of minutes, as it really is key to establishing what that cliffhanger is going to be. Now, the second clue that points to a cliffhanger ending is this image of Sam in what looks to be the 3rd act in the finale inside the Shrine Museum. They've got the projector going there on that screen, and you can tell that this is definitely winding down to the end because she's holding Kirby's gun, which is not a good sign for Kirby, I have to say. But I want you to focus on the fact that Sam has been stabbed in the right shoulder or upper arm area, and her arm is covered in blood, as you can see. Now, that will also be important as I now show you the final 2 images that I believe reveal a cliffhanger ending. So first up, we see this image of Sam looking down at something that she's holding. And it is essential to notice 2 things. First is the bandage on her right shoulder, upper arm, and very clearly there. And it is her jacket, which she is holding in her hands. Those are the 2 things that are important to notice. And we know that this is her jacket because of the orange lining at the top. Now, to make this even clearer, I'm going to add some arrows here to the image just so that you can see on the left here. There's the arrow pointing to the bandage on her upper right arm, where we know just a moment ago we saw her bleeding from in the image where she had Kirby's gun. And then here on the right side, there are those 2 spots of the orange inner lining of the jacket poking through. Very clearly that same orange color. So you can clearly see that from a timeline perspective, this is taking place after the events in that image where she had the bloody arm. That comes before. So that's why it looks very much like this is the finale of the movie. This is after the big fight goes down, the reveal happens, like we saw in 5. Whenever it ended at Stu's house, she was outside getting bandaged up at the ambulance. I think that's very much what we're going to see here. You notice it's outside. It's now daylight. So, she's received medical attention and has the bandage wrap on her upper arm there. So the question is, what is she looking at in her jacket? Well, here we go. We finally get to see what it is exactly she's holding inside of that jacket. And it is the aged OG Ghostface mask that we see so prominently featured in the trailer, from the bodega scenes, Gail's apartment scene, and more. It's really all over this trailer. And notice also that it's got the stained blood on the mask as well, which also indicates this is likely after whoever was wearing it had been caught or eliminated, because this is at the end of the day, blood and everything. Now, I want to point out in this shot once again that we see the orange lining starting to come into view. Now, I've zoomed in even closer to illustrate it. There is the orange lining, the top of where the orange lining starts on the inside. And also notice Sam's left hand, and actually her right hand too, but her hands are still bloody. So this is literally right after what I believe will be the finale of Scream 6. And this then leaves us with only two real options here, from my perspective. The first option is Sam, goes to leave the scene. Everyone's saying goodbye. We'll meet up at the hospital, etc., etc. And when she goes to leave, she picks up her jacket and she finds the Ghostface mask hidden inside, and it was placed there by someone who is either another Ghostface who was not revealed or caught, or could be the mastermind behind the whole thing. And they left the mask there. She didn't know it was going to be there. She's like completely taken off guard by it. And the movie ends right there with the cliffhanger that this story is not over, that there's more to come from this story in Scream 6. Someone else is left out there. And then we're left to theorize until Scream 7, who is the mastermind? Or who is this unrevealed Ghostface that we didn't see with the mask off in 6? And we'll be theorizing and like crazy until 7 comes out. That's option 1. Or there's a second option that I could see in this scenario, which is Sam goes to leave at the end and she says something to everyone like, "Hey, I'll be right there. I'll catch up with you." She walks over towards the jacket, and then she starts to look around very suspiciously, making sure that no one can see her, that no one's watching her. Then she picks the jacket up and she looks underneath just to make sure the mask is still there. And you can see it on her face. It's very much a look of, okay, good, you're there, it's safe. And that's where the movie ends. And then we're left to theorize until Scream 7 whether or not Sam stole that mask because, let's say, it was in fact Billy's mask or Dad and just couldn't let it go. Or is it even worse? Is it because she was actually involved with everything and she herself could be one of the Ghostface killers? So those were the scenarios that we would be left with. And guys, after piecing these things together, my honest opinion, I really believe that this scene with Sam and the mask in her jacket is very likely the last images of Scream 6. And that's how it's going to end. And I think that if that's the case, what an awesome cliffhanger ending. And either one of those scenarios, I think, is awesome. Whether she's involved or whether she's not. Either one of those can play out great. And I'm excited for either one of them. So I really am hoping that we do get this cliffhanger, that I'm right on this, and that's what we're going to see in the film. All right, guys, listen, I want to know, what do you think about a cliffhanger ending? And do you think that we'll get one in Scream 6 based on these images? I want to know your thoughts, ideas, and theories, so start leaving your comments below right now in the comments section so we can discuss them together. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this update, but I'll be back soon with more Scream 6 and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.